Welcome to Unit 2 vocabulary. Now let's check together the first word we got, porter. So porter is a job. You can describe someone whose job is to carry things like especially travelers' bags at stations, airports. So you can say there aren't any porters here, so we're going to try to find a trolley for the luggage. Another way to use it is if you want to describe a doorman. So you can say someone whose job is to take care of a building and to be present at the entrance in order to help any visitors who come. So you can say, in our building, we got a doorman or we got a porter. So when you come, just ask about the which floor or which elevator should you use to get to my flat. So this is the first word, porter. So, and it's a noun. Now let's move to the second word, which is handyman. So a handyman, it means someone who is skilled at repairing or making things inside or outside the house, and who does this in his own home or as a job. For you can say that he's quite a handyman, or he's a very good handyman, or he could get a lot of money because he's a handyman. So that's the second word. The third word, which is memo. So the word memo, it means to like it's a message or information that you write down for someone else, especially in the same business or organization. So you can say, did you get my memo about the meeting? So, or, sometimes even at home, we just like leave a memo on the fridge, we stick it on the fridge or something if we're leaving or doing something, especially before WhatsApp and before technology taking over everything. So the word is memo. Make sure that you take notes. Do not just listen. Write down in your own notebook the word, the meaning. Try to repeat the pronunciation. Write down if it's a noun or a verb, and write down a sentence of your own. And also write the sentence under the video. Okay, that's a quite a word. Let's listen to the pronunciation of this word together from the dictionary, as we said before. So let's write it down. Writing it on the dictionary, in the dictionary, can help you a lot to remember the spelling. So let's listen.
Tantrum.
Tantrum.
Tantrum. Okay, so tantrum means a sudden period of uncontrolled anger, like especially when you see it in children. Like, for example, you can say that she had a tantrum in the shop because I wouldn't, or he had a tantrum in the shop because I wouldn't buy him any sweets. Sweets are really not healthy. Let's try to stop them. Or you can say he threw a tantrum. So you can say the verb have, to have a tantrum or to throw a tantrum. Or you can say if she doesn't get her own way, she has temper tantrums. This is another way to use the word tantrum. These are really interesting verbs. So now you know what kind of verbs can go with the word tantrum. Tell somebody off. It's a phrasal verb this time. So what does it mean to tell somebody off? It means to speak angrily to someone because they have done something wrong. So you can say the teacher told me off for swearing. Swearing here, it doesn't mean mentioning God's name. No, it means like you say something bad, like you say a bad word. So you can say the teacher told me off for swearing, for coming late, for not submitting the homework. You're lucky that this course is online and recorded, so no one is going to tell you off for anything. Another interesting word with interesting picture. So let's first check like the pronunciation before we start guessing it.
Eccentric.
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 Eccentric. Okay, I always like to check the pronunciation in British and American accent just to to make sure that there is nothing different that I know. Okay, from what I know. Okay, so now let's have the word eccentric, which means strange or unusual, sometimes in a humorous way. For example, they are wearing eccentric pants, or he is wearing an eccentric sweatshirt, uh, or they have eccentric behavior. So, like here in this picture, what they are wearing, it's quite eccentric. So, eccentric is an adjective, so you can use it to describe a noun. If you remember from our grammar videos, we said that a verb, an adjective describes a noun, and an adverb describes a verb. Oh, that's a big word. What are we going to do? Let's run to our dictionary. Yay. Okay. Let's listen.
extravagant,
Extravagant.
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 Extravagant. See, we are studying this together. There is nothing wrong if you repeat the same word over and over for you to hear it well and repeat it correctly. Okay, so extravagant, it means to spend too much money or use too much money of something. For example, the movie stars usually lead extravagant lifestyle. Or that was very extravagant of you to buy strawberries out of season because usually they are quite expensive. He rarely used taxes, which he regarded as extravagant. The extravagant use of packaging on many products, especially like the very expensive ones. Another way or another meaning, which is extreme and unreasonable. For example, the product does not live up to the extravagant claims of the advertisers. Or as you see in this picture, that's quite extravagant. I mean, the picture itself looks very expensive. Okay, that's a new word. Let's try to listen to it. Never guess the pronunciation. Always try to hear it from a credible source, like your teacher, the dictionary. Even the teachers rely on the dictionary, so there is no shame on that.
Prince consort.
prince consort,
Prince consort. So let's listen to it one more time.
prince consort,
Prince consort. Okay, so Prince consort, let's go here. It's the title sometimes given to the husband of a ruling queen. You know, so you can say, instead of saying a king, you can say he's a prince consort. Okay, so now I want you to try to remember which words we had today, and let's make a quick recap. Prince consort, extravagant, eccentric, tell somebody off, tantrum, memo, handyman, and porter. Yay, we finished Unit 2 vocabulary. Now let's get ready to the next video.